What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today for episode number 66 of the Car 5 podcast. You guys know me, I'm your host Joshua. For today's episode, we got a big one. We're going to be talking about the brand new C8 Corvette Stingray from Chevrolet. So as usual, everyone, let's just dive right into it. All right, again, thank you so much for joining me today for today's episode, and it's going to be an interesting one, and here's why. It's a big episode because it's really big news for the automotive world because it's a new generation Corvette, but this thing is so controversial. Honestly, it's kind of ridiculous. Some people are saying it looks like a Vette. Some people are saying it looks nothing like a Vette. You know, some statistics that Chevrolet is saying, some people think they're going to be true. Some people don't think they're going to be true. The price point is kind of weird to understand if you really think it honestly and realistically. And it's just kind of all over the place. Some people are also calling it an evolution of the car. And I don't know. Let's just get into the specifications and the details, and we'll let you guys decide. And I'll show you my opinion at the end. Or throughout, I should say. So starting with the exterior, and I'm going to be talking to you guys while I'm looking at these pictures. The entire rear end, at least to me, resembles that of a brand new Camaro. Not even to myself, but to a lot of people as well. If you just go online, look at forums and comments on news articles and Instagram, Facebook, a lot of people are saying this. The rear end looks very similar to a Camaro. The taillights are slightly more angled than the Camaros, but they're just kind of odd looking. And then it also has like these weird exhaust tips. They're like squared. I don't know. It's just who's used to seeing those four circular exhausts in the middle of a Corvette? Practically everybody. And now you got these four squared exhausts. I don't know. It's just different. The ever so slightly subtle rear wing that's on the back of the car, it just seems out of place. It's shaped very weird. It almost looks like it's aftermarket. Like someone would just throw a random like spoiler on there. That's kind of what it looks like. Like, no offense to Chevrolet, but it doesn't look very good. The side profile of the C8 anyway, honestly, I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely awesome. You know, looking at it, to me, it says a little bit of Ferrari, but that's cool. There's nothing wrong with a little European inspiration. You have the lines on the C8, I think, just go perfectly. I think the whole side profile is great. You can tell by the new 5-spoke wheels that it's got. Again, it's just how I would describe the side profile of the car is just Ferrari. That's what it looks like. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, there's nothing wrong with a little European inspiration. Like I said, the new 5-spoke wheels, they look great. With the blacked out side air vents, it's a nice compliment. They do complement each other as well. Now, getting to the front is another controversial part of it. The entire front bumper seems extremely close to a Camaro ZL1. And I can't be the only person seeing this. If you guys, I promise you, if you go on and just start exploring people's comments about the Corvette, some people are asking if it's half Corvette, half Camaro. It's legitimately working that way. This is very weird. The headlights on the front, though, are actually beautiful, and they look amazing. They're new, they're aggressive, and they kind of match the hood styling as well. Very aggressive front end from Chevrolet in regards to the hood and the taillights as well. This still being dubbed as the Stingray, there is a nice Stingray badge on the rear end of the car, which you can see as well. So overall, in regards to the exterior, I don't know if I'm looking at a Camaro in some parts or if I'm looking at a Corvette. I'm just saying. That's just me. Moving on to the interior, I absolutely love it. I think it's pretty cool. Everything's going to be new on it. The whole interior obviously is leather filled, but it's designed to really give you that cockpit kind of feel. If you look at it, it's very nice and tight. But from what I've seen, people that actually did go to the Corvette premiere event and the launching of the car, it's actually very spacious. People of all shapes and sizes were getting in there, which is a good thing. That's what we want. But it is designed to have that tight kind of look and to give you that cockpit feel. You're going to have all new digital displays for the gauge cluster and the infotainment system, which is, by the way, going to be a 12-inch screen for the infotainment system. And one thing I didn't really like about the interior, though, is the squared steering wheel. It's almost literally like a square, which I was wondering if Chevrolet did that to match the exhaust tips. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but hey, it is what it is. And one thing you will notice is very unique about the interior of this car is just to the right of the center console, you have this very long, it's like a vein of buttons. It's a very interesting design, but it's kind of cool, kind of unique. And what I think it is, from what I can tell by trying to zoom in on the pictures, it looks like a mixture of climate controls and some seat controls. But overall, it's a pretty cool design on the interior. I really do like it. Now, performance-wise, has to be big for the Corvette. They are going to be using the 6.2-liter V8 that is coming from the C7, though this one, it's a bit more refined. It's a bit more revised, better tuned. Now called the LT2 instead of the LT1. This Stingray is also going to be using an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, and of course, it's a Corvette, so it is rear-wheel drive. Now, the stock horsepower on the C8 is 490 horsepower. Which is phenomenal, and it was kind of to be expected anyway, because Chevrolet, over the course of all their generations of Corvettes, have been increasing their stock amount of horsepower. So this being at 590, around 500, that's good. That's a very good start for being, the entry-level model. Now, something that's really big for this Corvette is the Z51 package that we all know and love and we're all familiar with. They did change it a little bit for the C8. You're going to have a 5 horsepower bump, so you're going to be at 495 horsepower. You're going to have a louder exhaust system and bigger brakes. So if you're going to get a Corvette, at least get the Z51 package. At least. Just get it. Don't get it without it, please. Just get the Z51 package at bare minimum if you are going to get a C8 Corvette. Now, here's another thing that's very controversial, because Chevrolet has not released top speed or any quarter-mile times yet, but they have released a 0 to 60 time, and that is less than 3 seconds. This would not be the first time we've seen an automotive manufacturer say or claim a time and it not be true at all. See it all the time. It happens. So for a car that they're claiming for the price point you're going to get it at, which we're going to get to that in a minute, don't worry, and they're claiming less than 3 seconds, truth be told, it's kind of hard to believe. But hey, you know what? If they pull it off, God bless them. It's a feat of engineering. But I got to be honest, I do have my doubts about that 0 to 60 time. And my biggest doubt is the price. There's no way this thing is less than $60K. Chevrolet is saying this is going to be less than $60,000 and you could get a C8 Corvette for. Everybody is calling BS on this. There's no way. Once you include any options on the car, plus you figure in tax based on where you live, I personally know someone that already built their C8 Corvette on their configurator. It's over $100,000. So that's the biggest controversy that everybody has. And it is actually causing kind of a debate and argument. But if you be realistic about it, taking any options you get plus tax, that $60K mark is gone. So, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to the controversial C8 Corvette, that's actually all we got. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it looks like a Vette? Do you not think it looks like a Vette? What do you think of that price point? Let me know. I want to hear feedback from you guys. That concludes episode number 66. Don't forget to like on Facebook, follow on Instagram. You guys know anything you ever need from me, don't hesitate to shoot me an email, info@car5podcast.com. Don't forget to tune in for the next episode number 67. Very exciting. We're going to be talking about the brand new AMG GT73 hybrid from Mercedes-Benz. And last but not least, guys, if you're ever looking for the sickest car merchandise out there that's authentic from the manufacturer, just go ahead and check out the link in bio, www.tlog.com. I got you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Please remember to drive safe and have a fantastic evening. Thank you.